Before the break, I asked what was the best-selling movie on VHS. The answer is The Lion King. In 1995, it sold more than 30 million VHS copies in the United States alone and over 55 million copies worldwide, making it the top-selling VHS title in history. Now, some of you may still have a few VHS tapes tucked away at home. Our next guest is nodding yes. And if you do, there's an event this weekend where you can swap them for some new, to you at least, favorites. Joel Leeks with the Hobby Center for the Performing Arts is here with some events happening around town. Good morning.
It's good to see you again, Deborah.
All right, Joel, you are the Marketing Communications Director for the Hobby Center for Performing Arts, and it's such a perfect job for you because people who don't know, you're a classical flutist, Masters of Music at Rice University, and you understand the arts firsthand.
You know, it's what I love about the Hobby Center too. First of all, I have a wonderful team, but you know, they encourage me to fulfill all areas of my life. So I also serve as a journalist. You know, I teach at the University of Houston. I'm a classical musician, so it's a wonderful place for me to really practice all my talents and really all my passions.
Yeah, I get it. I love it. I have that same job. All right. Okay, speaking of events, live at the Founders Club at the Hobby Center.
This is really exciting news because we just announced this yesterday. Live at the Founders Club is one of my favorite series that happens at the Hobby Center, because when we think of downtown, we think about the large theaters. This is a space that we made into a 150-seat club setting, very intimate. And this year, we're expanding our season from 9 artists to 12 and bringing 3 signature artists that have been particularly significant to their fields. So the season includes Saturday Night Live alum Ana Gasteyer, who I absolutely love, bossa nova Brazilian artist Bebel Gilberto, who I like the sounds I grew up with, and Houstonians will know the name Jason Moran is a visionary artist. So this is a very, very unique opportunity. The season just announced yesterday, and we're already seeing folks really excited about the Houston talent, the national talent, and the global talent that we're bringing in.
Because the big spaces are great. You know, pack everybody in to get as many people in to enjoy something. But when you're in that small, intimate space, it's just a whole different thing.
Exactly.
All right, we're like officially into summer, and we know all the July 4th picnics and things like that. And I got to have my watermelon. Okay, Watermelon Festival and Market.
Absolutely. So with my journalist Han, I'd love to talk about this because you and I did a segment on the Luling Watermelon Festival when I first started working with you. So I got to know all about this. Now you don't have to go all the way to Luling for this festival. This is in Propix Farm in Alvin, right? And if you haven't been there before, it's an opportunity for you to pick different fruits and vegetables. But they specifically are focusing on watermelon, and summer is our best time for this. Texas is also a huge producer of watermelons that rivals Georgia and also Florida. So this particular event, you can imagine lots of family activities. You can also meet Summer Santa. Not quite July yet, but summer.
And you can meet and greet the Texas Watermelon Queen.
And also this, other than a goat petting pen, there's going to be a goat versus kid watermelon eating contest.
Okay. All right, that is worth going for right there.
Absolutely.
All right. And it's free to attend.
Yes.
Okay. I was talking about those VHS tapes earlier, and you were nodding your head. You still have your VHS
I still have a couple that really mean a lot to me. One is Noises Off. It's an old movie by Carol Burnett, Christopher Reeve, and another movie with Robin Williams that means a lot to me. And the thing is, I don't have a machine to play them on anymore, but they're still there in my... So, you know, if you're the kind of person that loves just the nostalgia of having either a Betamax or a Blu-ray or a DVD now, it's nostalgic, this particular event allows you to meet with other folks that have that similar passion, swap, trade stories about your favorite movies, hot dogs, and all those wonderful things.
Sometimes just knowing you have it. You'll figure out how to play it some other time, but just knowing you have it. All right. Are you a cat person, dog person, or both?
I'm an animal person.
You're an animal person.
Yes.
Okay,
I grew up with a lot of dogs and all sorts of different wildlife.
Yeah, I have dogs, cats, lizards, all of them.
And you know, I've always been a dog person because of the human qualities that you easily identify, but I fell in love with cats because there is a guessing, and really you have to really pay attention to behaviors.
And they're not as demanding.
No. Mine was.
You had that. No, mine would be like, I will allow you to pet me now.
Yes.
Now I'm leaving.
Yes. It sounds like my last boyfriend. But anyway, so this particular event, the venue is called 9 p.m. music venue, but it's the event doesn't happen at 9
Yeah.
p.m. It is, if you think about a car expo, a boat expo, or any kind of expo, replace that with cats,
Yeah.
right? So cats everywhere. But what I love about this is that the event is to help cats and kittens find loving homes. So you can expect all sorts of different interactive activities. Meow karaoke?
I'm not sure what that
I'm
is,
not
but I'm
sure.
willing to
So
go find
maybe
out.
cats will sing, or maybe you sing with cats. Not sure how that
meow,
works.
meow,
Yes,
meow.
there's actually music that's written with that in mind. So
Okay.
live entertainment, performances. Also, if you want to tattoo yourself with a cat-inspired design, there's going to be tattoo artists in there to do so.
Okay.
What I
They
love
thought of
about
everything.
this is fundraise will go to the development of a permanent cat garden concept. So,
Okay.
we have lots of animals that need a wonderful
We
place
do,
to
we do. All right, The Road to Everywhere with filmmaker and a question and answer session as well.
Oh gosh, there's lots to talk about this. First of all is the venue, River Oaks Theater,
Yeah,
right, which
love
has
it.
been renovated. So you get this feeling of Art Deco style, but you go inside and it's
The
like so
food is
comfy
great, the
and the
drinks
food
are
is
great,
absolutely
yeah.
wonderful. Now let's talk about the movie. The movie is the best of what old movies used to be, about relationships and about uncommon situations that bring the best of people. So this particular movie stars Whip Hubley and two-time Grammy Award-winning Taos Pueblo artist Robert Mirabal. And one plays a cab driver that gets paid an exorbitant amount of money to drive the other one to Navajo Nation in Arizona so he can reunite with his family in an event, in a situation that he left that town 30 years ago. And they share so many wonderful stories. Now, this particular event is obviously the screening, but you're also going to be able to talk to director Michael Shub, and Robert Mirabal and his band will perform live as well. So you get the wonderful experience of watching the movie, get to know the artists, because a lot of times we don't know the stories behind the creation of the
And River Oaks
movies.
Theater is great about that. I've gone to a couple of things where the director or producer was there, and and the films were deeply personal to them. So you got to ask questions and the whole bit. So this will be so nice. All right. Speaking of movies, the premiere of Supergirl.
So I'm a sucker for a Supergirl story. Like most of the women in my life are super women.
Yeah.
So, and first, this is also a story, and I'm not going to give it away, of two unlikely characters getting together in a sort of adventure to save a dog. Right? That's really the premise of the story. Lots of wonderful effects, incredible actors, including Jason Momoa, which is like, I don't know whatever happened. Testosterone just landed on him and like made like the perfect human, but he's a wonderful actor. Millie Alcock stars as Supergirl, and I love that this is just a good story with wonderful effects that's opening up.
Yeah, and
this
you can
week
see a
as well.
Supergirl